Hello everyone, good afternoon. My name is Aakash Singh. I hope all of your exams were really great. But before we start, please let me know if my voice is audible, if you're able to hear my voice properly, if you're able to see this mark on the screen. We'll quickly begin with discussing the answering key. Just a quick check if you're able to hear my voice. All right. So let's look at the question paper. Looking at the question paper, I think आपने सब questions अच्छे से prepare किए थे and most of you might have been able to answer all of them correctly. Hello music desk, welcome Karthik. Hello Naisha. All right. So let's not waste any time. Quickly, let's find out how the question paper was. Firstly, let's look at the difficulty level. According to a poll which was conducted on the Telegram group, about 55% people said that their paper went off. Okay, so being said that they're expecting probably more than 24, 25. Rest 25% said it was as expected. Now that also means people are considering to get above 22 and 23. And the remaining people, they said they could have performed better. So what I'm assuming is you did some silly mistakes. That is kind of okay. I think आपने calculations में थोड़ी mistakes की होगी. Exam was awesome, Ship is saying. And rest of the guys, Parangat, I can see Parangat, welcome Shubh, IT का paper leak कर दो. Welcome, silent group, I'm good. Welcome Karthik. Okay, so please put a thumbs up if you're able to hear my voice properly. फिर हम लोग start करते हैं. It was easy, Tanmay saying. Tanmay, I saw you yesterday. You were able to answer everything, so I'm assuming you're getting about 24-25 marks. ठीक है, so let's not waste any time. Quickly, हम लोग जल्दी से एक answering scheme देख लेते हैं. What is wage employment? If you might have seen, this is a question for both AI 417 as well as IT 402. दो type of employments होते हैं. एक होता है self employed जो हम लोग entrepreneurial skills में पढ़ते हैं. Second is wage employed, which means when you are working for a salary or a wage. Now this is the first part. आपको इसके लिए half mark मिल सकता है. The second part is for an employer. So working for someone, right? आप किसी के लिए काम कर रहे हैं तो उसको हम लोग बोलते हैं employer. Okay. So let's look at the next question. This was fairly easy. What is wage employment? ये जो आपका entire section A है, I think most of you should aim for 5 marks. If not, you can also aim for 4 marks. It was pretty easy that way. So looking at the next question, the question is asking how food is one of the major problems related to sustainable development. Discuss briefly. So आपको एक या दो ही points देने हैं इसमें. The points which you can mention are the population is increasing. That is one of the major problems. And the second problem is limited land resources. I wrote working for other services. Yes, CS बंदे, it's completely fine. अगर आप लिख रहे हो आप किसी और के लिए काम कर रहे हो, the person is giving you salary or a wage, then it's completely fine. It is called wage employment. So food के लिए आप ये लिख सकते हो. Hello Rockers Gamers, been a long time. Okay, so this question is very easy. आपको सिर्फ myth या fact लिखना है. To get success, every business idea needs to be unique or special. If you were not able to answer, I always tell you, just take an example. You can take an example of Swiggy and Zomato, right? It's not a very unique idea to deliver food, right? So basically this is a myth. जरूरी नहीं है कि आपका आइडिया बहुत ही ज्यादा यूनिक होना चाहिए. The way you are working towards it should be good and unique. Okay, so rest of the guys, if you so currently हम लोगों के पास कोई भी इमोजी का ऑप्शन नहीं है. So what you guys can do is you can just put a thumbs up by liking this video. तो हम लोगों ने 3 क्वेश्चंस ऑलरेडी सॉल्व कर लिए आउट ऑफ 4. लेट्स लुक एट द फोर्थ वन. व्हाट इज द मेजर पर्पस ऑफ सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल्स? सो बेसिकली वी हैव 17 मेजर पर्पसेस. आप इसमें से कुछ भी लिख सकते थे. नो पॉवर्टी, जीरो हंगर, गुड हेल्थ एंड वेल बीइंग, क्वालिटी एजुकेशन. All of these are actually right. So basically हमारा जो section A है उसके जो 1 mark questions है they are over. If anyone has any kind of doubts, please let me know in the chat. Sir, I wrote a person who works under a person company is called wage employment. Ramya, it is actually right, but you could have also mentioned कि आपको इस चीज की salary मिल रही है या wage मिल रही है. I wrote section A, each question about 50 to 60 words. I think the questions are only for 1 mark or 2 marks. 60 words is kind of long, but I think you should get the marks. Okay, Kshitij is saying thumbs up. Okay. IT question paper लग रहा है. Yes, Hardik. क्योंकि आपका जो section है, it is always the employability skills. So let's look at the next question. Write any 4 common functions of an entrepreneur. If you have seen my sessions on YouTube before, I have discussed it. What are the various functions of an entrepreneur? Entrepreneur makes decisions, managing the business कि business कैसे चलना चाहिए, आपको जो income आ रहा है, आपको जो profits आ रहा है, आपको कैसे divide करना होगा. You have to always take risks, create a new product, मतलब creatively, and since it is a subjective type of exam, whatever answers I am discussing, जरूरी नहीं है कि सिर्फ वही right है, आपके बहुत सारे right answers हो सकते हैं. So do not get confused कि अगर आपका answer इसमें से नहीं है तो there can be many right answers, but these are one of the few the right answers. Okay, Kshitij is saying it was super easy. You're getting 25 on 25. Glad to hear that. Flow में ज़्यादा लिख दिया. That silent bro, that's a unique name. Okay, so let's look at the next section. I think no, this is the same section जहाँ पर आपको 2 marks के questions थे. So till now, how many marks are you guys getting? I hope you are getting probably 3 marks at least. So sustainable development can actually happen only when each one of us is working towards it. Mention any 4 ways what we can do to reduce inequality. Now हो सकता है आपको याद हो सकता है आपको ये ना याद हो, but let's go with common sense. So आपको inequality reduce करना है. What you can do is firstly very common sense, provide education, right? This can be a very common thing to say. You can provide income or maybe jobs, right? Then you can provide food to the lower sections of the society. What else can you do? You can also reduce discriminatory laws. So how many of you have actually written these points, or do you have any other points to add? Bharti is saying full till now. Contribute to GDP. So Kshitij, that is not a function of the entrepreneur. That is actually one of the things that they do. Okay, so this is how you can reduce inequality. Very basic SST का question है आपके लिए. Let's go ahead and look at the next question. So this is not for. Just ignore that. What is NLP? So I think this is the easiest question that you could find. IT क्या कब होगा क्लास? हर्षित थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा उसके लिए. Pay equal to men and women. That is a very good answer. We can be friendly to everyone. Avoid discrimination. Managing income. Yes, CS1 that is kind of right, but आपको थोड़ा exact लिखना था. You can provide education, food, and other things. So let's move on. What is NLP? NLP stands for Natural Language Processing. In very simple terms, I am writing. हो सकता है कि आपका आंसर मैच हो सकता है आपका आंसर नहीं मैच हो, but what you have to see is कि आपका जो मीनिंग है वो exactly same होना चाहिए. A way by which a computer, sorry for the bad handwriting, but it's a way in which a computer can understand human language, or what you also call as natural language. All right. So if you have written something which matches this, या 50% भी match हो रहा होगा और आपने just ये लिखा होगा, I think you will be getting full marks in this. Okay. Mention any 2 commonly used applications of NLP. Now, in yesterday's session, this was an important topic. I hope you attended yesterday's session. If not, I hope you answered it correctly at least. Okay? सो ये सब चीजें देखी थी हमने. सेंटिमेंट एनालिसिस होता है, चैटबॉट्स, टेक्स्ट क्लासिफिकेशन, ये 3 चीजें तो हमने देखी थी. एंड ऑल ऑफ दीज आर आल्सो राइट. तो अगर आपने इनमें से कुछ भी लिखा है, यू विल बी गेटिंग फुल मार्क्स. ओके. NLP domain of data science. So Krish, NLP is not actually a domain of data science, it's a domain of artificial intelligence. Okay. Name any two currently popular virtual assistants. I think everyone got full marks in here. We have Google Assistant, we have Amazon Echo. अगर आपने ये नहीं लिखा, you can also write Bixby. This is for Samsung. And you also have Siri, which is from Apple. अगर आपने इनमें से कुछ भी लिखा है या फिर कोई भी ऐसा आंसर which is commonly right, you will be getting full marks. एग्जाम्पल भी लिख दिया है इस क्वेश्चन में. वेरी ग्रेट. सो अगर आप एक दो लाइन से भी ज्यादा लिख रहे हो, बहुत एग्जामिनर सीजेस कि आपको आंसर आता है. हो सकता है कभी कभी आपने कोई इंपॉर्टेंट टर्म स्किप कर दिया, बट इफ यू हैव रिटन enough answer, the examiner will feel that you already know the answer and he will allot at least some partial marks. Is speech recognition correct for 8th question? Yes, error, that is actually right. That's a funky name. So let's look at the next question. Name the process of dividing whole corpus into sentences. Now this is one of the processes of NLP जो हम लोग देखते हैं. So this is known as sentence segmentation. Has everyone written the same answer? Because I am assuming ये बहुत ही straight forward answer था. Cortana and Google Assistant. Yes, Bharti, that is also right. I wrote Siri and Alexa. Okay, so let's look at the next question now. With reference to evaluation process of understanding the reliability of an AI model, define the term true positive. Basically कुछ नहीं है, आपको सिर्फ ये define करना था. There are many ways to define, right? हम लोगों ने कल ही देखा था. अगर आप positive second part में आ रहे, that means it is your prediction, and if your reality matches with your prediction, it is true. ठीक है. So the basic way to write this answer is the predicted value matches the actual value. This is one of the points which you can write or could have written. PS sustainable goals purpose, I wrote sustainable. Yes, PS, that is actually right answer. जो आपने लिखा है वो sustainable goals के अंदर ही आता है. Email and spam filters are applications of NLP. Your science lab, you're actually right. Okay, so the second answer would be the actual value was positive and the model predicted a positive value. So first is what? It is a definition. Okay, and the second part is explaining this term. The actual value was positive, which is actually matching the positive value, which is a prediction. Okay. In question 6, I have written we can be friendly to everyone, avoid discrimination. Yes, Bharti, your answer is right. Yes, your science lab, the NLP's application are correct. Okay. Next question is, what is F1 score? So everyone knows the formula, right? 2 into precision into recall upon precision plus recall. I'm not writing the full forms, but I hope you understand this is the formula. But आपको सिर्फ formula नहीं लिखना था इसमें. You have to mention what F1 score actually does. So F1 score is nothing but it maintains a balance between the precision and recall. अगर आपको याद है हम लोगों ने metrics देखे थे, precision and recall. We needed a metric which actually included both these metrics. So that's how F1 score was devised. Next point, what you could have written is, if F1 score is low, if precision is low, F1 score is low. If recall is low, F1 score is low. And F1 score is always a number which is between 0 and 1. So आपको ये 3 points लिख सकते थे, but it is also fine अगर आपने सिर्फ 2 points कोई लिखे होंगे. Any 2 out of 3 points would do. Sir, in question 3 it must be fact, not a myth. So let me get back to that question, science lab. I think I might have misread it, but let's move on ahead. Okay, differentiate between script bot and smart bot. Again, in yesterday's session, I told you that this question will be coming, and I'm assuming all of you have written the right answer to this, क्योंकि ये हम लोगों ने क्वेश्चन बहुत बार डिस्कस किया था. So this is the direct answer. I think it was a 2-mark question. So it is okay if you write 2 points from both or maybe 3 points. It would be great अगर आपने थोड़े ज़्यादा points लिखे होंगे. So how many of you guys have gotten this answer right? Please put a thumbs up in the chat or maybe just like the video if you're here for the first time. Okay, silent bro. Okay. What is the purpose of evaluation stage of AI project cycle? Discuss briefly. So it is like saying what is the purpose of you giving exams after studying the entire year? It is because you need to judge how what is the performance of your AI project. In simpler terms, so ये जो आपका आंसर था ये काफी बड़ा. Just ignore this part. The most important thing what you had to write is this. ठीक है, when you deploy a model, मतलब जब आप कोई मॉडल रियल वर्ल्ड में यूज करते हो, you have to test the model before. You have to check how the model is performing. अगर मॉडल अच्छा है, अगर मॉडल अच्छा परफॉर्म नहीं कर रहा है, that is the purpose of evaluation. This is quite important, and after that you can also use this part. ठीक है. Which classes are good to wear while using PC laptop? Silent bro, you can use blue screen glasses. ठीक है. So I understand most of you might have written this answer correctly, but हो सकता है कहीं कहीं आपका हाफ या 1 मार्क कट गया होगा. Okay, so let's go ahead and see the next question now. What is tokenization? Count how many tokens are present in the following statement. Okay, so let's start counting the number of tokens first. ये हम लोग थोड़ा बाद में डिफाइन करते हैं. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So there are in total 16 number of tokens. How many of you got the same answer? I think some of you might have written 14, but that is kind of the wrong answer. 14 is wrong answer. यहाँ पर आपका जो comma है and आपका जो full stop है, that are also considered as tokens. So Chaya is saying tokenization is the process where the sentences are further broken down into tokens. अब tokens क्या हो सकते हैं? आपके words हो सकते हैं, आपके punctuation marks हो सकते हैं. That is the exactly right answer, Chaya. Bharti got 16, Karthik got 16. Arman, I think you got the wrong answer, but I hope आपका definition correct होगा. Aishwarya is saying 16, Bharti is saying 16. Okay. Now let's look at the definition of this. Tokenization basically means very simple thing. जो भी आपने sentence segmentation में लिया, sentences को आप और छोटे parts में divide कर रहे हैं. That is the meaning of tokenization. Tokens can be word, number, special characters. ठीक है, तो आपको डेफिनेशन में ये भी चीजें लिखनी थी. स्टॉप वर्ड्स थोड़े बाद में आते हैं, बट टोकन्स आर डेफिनेटली स्टॉप वर्ड्स. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the next question. All right, so this is a question from stemming. As I told you yesterday, stemming and lemmatization are very important topics. इसमें से आपको क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, and you can see stemming से क्वेश्चन आया. Now very simple thing, tries में जो affix है, जो extra part है वो कौन सा है? That is es. Now what we have to find is ये stem word क्या होगा? Ashal is saying, I'm glad, Ashal, that my sessions were helpful to you. And I hope you are scoring more than 24 and 25. Not more than 25, but at least more than 24. पूरे पेपर में yes. So try and es. And यहाँ पर आपका आता है ing and learn. If you see, इस word का meaning नहीं बन रहा है. That is why we are writing about stemming. Sir, I have written the definition of token only. So Karthik, you will be getting the half portion of marks. जितना भी total marks था उससे आपको half मिल जाएगा. Yes, most of you have given the correct answer to this. Great to see that कि आपने सबने answer correctly किए हैं. Okay. With reference to evaluation stage of AI project cycle, explain the term accuracy. accuracy is nothing but your correct values upon total values. Now this is a very crude way to say, but आपको जब एग्जामिनेशन में लिखना था तो आप कैसे लिखते हो ये? It is like this. It is defined as a percentage. अगर आपने percentage नहीं लिखा, you can also write it as a ratio of correct predictions out of all the observations. And you could also have written a prediction is said to be correct, क्योंकि आपको बताना पड़ेगा कि correct prediction क्या होता है if it matches the reality. And over here these are like extra parts. अगर आपने ये चीज नहीं भी लिखी है तो भी चलेगा, but the first two sentences are really important. And obviously the formula. So for wage employment, आप अभी भी wage employment के बारे में पूछ रहे हो. Anyways, yes, your science lab, you're exactly correct. उसके जो डेफिनेशन है बहुत वेरी कर दिया, बट आप बेसिकली पैसे के लिए काम कर रहे हो. दैट इज नोन एज वेज एम्प्लॉयमेंट. ओके, एक्सप्लेन द फॉलोइंग पिक्चर which depicts one of the processes on NLP. Also mention the purpose which will be achieved by this process. So if you look at this diagram, right, आप हर जगह पढ़ रहे हो hello, 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 hello. So while using the natural language, अगर आप English use कर रहे हो, आप सब words को same पढ़ोगे. But for the computer, these capitals, these small letters, these capital, these small letters mean different things. So in order for the computer to understand these all words are the same, आपको क्या करना होता है? You have to convert into a same case. Either आप सबको small case में convert करो या फिर सबको upper case में convert करो. This is a process in pre-processing of the data and known as converting into same case, common case. Yes, I did not know the meaning of affixes. Riya, I think हम लोगों ने क्वेश्चन सॉल्व किए थे. affix का मतलब होता है एक्स्ट्रा पार्ट. Yes, Bharti, exactly, you are right. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. I hope most of you are getting right answers. 90% of you are above 23 and 24 if you have seen my sessions. Consider the text of following documents. Now, how many of you found कि ये क्वेश्चन थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट था? बिकॉज हम लोगों ने ये कल भी सॉल्व किया, हम लोगों ने प्रीवियस सेक्शन में बहुत भारी क्वेश्चन सॉल्व किया. 4 steps of bag of words model. Please put a thumbs up or any emoji in the chat so that I understand that this was an important question for you. Sir, marks will be added in our final mark sheet of AI. So अगर आपके किसी सब्जेक्ट में अच्छे मार्क्स नहीं आ रहे, what can happen is आपका जो AI की मार्क्स है आपके उस सब्जेक्ट को रिप्लेस कर सकते हैं. Stemming I did correctly. Okay, so let's see. 4 steps of bag of words is, हम लोगों ने क्या देखा था सबसे पहले? We had to find unique words. So unique words would be writing something like this. So since I'm using a pen tab, handwriting ज्यादा अच्छी नहीं होगी, but साहिल हो गया, likes हो गया, writing 2, play, cricket. Okay, so ये डॉक्यूमेंट हमारा हो गया. सजल इज अ यूनिक वर्ड. लाइक्स ये ऑलरेडी हो चुका है, लाइक्स तो हम लोग फिर से नहीं लिखेंगे. क्रिकेट भी ऑलरेडी हो चुका है यहाँ पर तो नहीं लिखेंगे. 2 इज अ न्यू वर्ड. ओके, सो लेट्स सी मोर. सजल भी ऑलरेडी हो चुका है यहाँ पर. ऑल्सो पहले कहीं पर भी यूज नहीं हुआ है तो हम लोग यहाँ पर ऑल्सो लिख सकते हैं. सॉरी फॉर द स्पेस कंस्ट्रेंट. लाइक्स भी ऑलरेडी हो चुका है. 2 भी ऑलरेडी हो चुका है. प्ले भी यहाँ पर हो चुका है. बास्केटबॉल, यहाँ पर एक वर्ड आएगा बास्केटबॉल. ओके, सो हम लोगों ने यहाँ पर एक पूरा रो बना दिया है जहां पर सब यूनिक वर्ड्स हैं. व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट स्टेप? कैन एनीवन टेल मी? सर मैंने डॉक्यूमेंट वेक्टर टेबल बनाया है, कुछ नंबर्स मिलेंगे. सो डॉक्यूमेंट वेक्टर टेबल इज नथिंग बट द बैग ऑफ वर्ड्स मॉडल. लेट मी टेल यू हाउ. ठीक है, तो हम लोग देखते हैं डॉक्यूमेंट 1. डॉक्यूमेंट 1 में कौन कौन से वर्ड्स हैं? साहिल, लाइक्स, टू, प्ले, क्रिकेट. ओके, यहाँ पर ये. ओके, लेट मी जस्ट क्रिएट अ टेबल प्रॉपर्ली फर्स्ट. Again, I'm sorry for the bad handwriting. It's not a paper. I'm using a pen tab. And now let me change the color. ठीक है, बाकी सारे आ गए हमारे जीरो. Looking at document 2, Sajal likes cricket too. So Sajal likes cricket and too. ठीक है, बाकी जगह आप जीरो डाल दो. Next document is Sajal also likes to play basketball. Sajal also likes to play and basketball. ठीक है, ये हमारा क्या बना है? This is the document vector table. But how can we convert this into a bag of words? So bag of words is nothing but the frequency of each word. तो आपको क्या करना है लिए? आपको हर एक चीज का सम कर देना है. यहाँ पे कितना है? 1. This is 3. This is 2. This is 2. 2 again 2. 1. 1. And I think what was this? Basketball is only one time. Yes. So ये आपका जो टेबल बना है, दिस इज एक्चुअली बैग ऑफ वर्ड्स टेबल. आप इसको दूसरे फॉर्मेट में भी लिख सकते हो. आप ऐसे लिख सकते थे इसको. लाइक्स कितनी बार आया है? 2 बार, 3 बार, सॉरी. 2 is coming 2 times. Play is also coming 2 times. Cricket is coming 2 times. Sajal also coming 2 times. 2 is also coming 2 times. Then no, 2 is coming 1 time, and so on. I hope you understand how to go about this question, and I hope आपने सबने अच्छे से आंसर किया होगा. So let's see the next question. With reference to NLP, explain the following terms in detail with the help of suitable example. हम लोगों ने जो पिछले क्वेश्चन में किया, that is known as the term frequency. आपको सिर्फ अपने वर्ड्स में उसको एक्सप्लेन करना था. People went amazing. It is great to hear that, Janvi. Last question answer. So your science lab, let's get to that. Sir, was it important to write the frequency? भारती मित्तल, बेसिकली आपको फ्रीक्वेंसी लिखना होता है बैग ऑफ वर्ड्स में. अगर आपने फ्रीक्वेंसी नहीं भी लिखा है तो यू विल बी, आई थिंक आपके हाफ मार्क रिड्यूस हो सकते हैं. ठीक है. सो लुकिंग एट द डेफिनेशंस ऑफ दीज टू, टर्म फ्रीक्वेंसी एंड इनवर्स डॉक्यूमेंट फ्रीक्वेंसी. टर्म फ्रीक्वेंसी इज द फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ वर्ड इन वन डॉक्यूमेंट. अगर आपने ये लाइन लिखी है, then it is, you will get 1 marks, and the second mark will be coming from this. ठीक है. आप एग्जाम्पल दे सकते हो कि आप कैसे टर्म फ्रीक्वेंसी निकाल सकते हो. यू कैन ऑल्सो राइट दिस सेंटेंस. इट इज क्वाइट लॉन्ग, आई नो, बट अगर आपने अपने वर्ड्स में भी लिखा है, इट इज वेल एंड गुड. डॉक्यूमेंट फ्रीक्वेंसी के लिए आपको दो चीजें पहले एक्सप्लेन करनी पड़ेगी. You have to find out the total number of documents. You have to mention this total number of documents, and you also have to say कि एक जो word है वो कितने documents में आ रहा है. ठीक है. So this would be an apt answer, but I am again telling you, ये जो answers हैं they are not exactly right. अगर आपने अपने words में लिखा है या फिर कुछ और एडिशन में लिखा है, that is also correct. But what you have to find out is these are the important points which you have to actually mention. ठीक है. So this was a question of 4 marks. अगर आपने ये सब चीजें लिखी, you will be getting 4 on 4. अगर आपने एग्जाम्पल के साथ भी एक्सप्लेन किया, you will be getting 4 on 4. Will you teach grade 11 computer science? I do not know, Krish. Let's see in the future. All right. So this brings us to the last question. I think it was a fairly easy question. If you remember, जो हम लोगों ने शॉर्टकट कल डिस्कस किया था. If you have used the formula, well and good. But let's quickly find out how to find the F1 score. F1 score is what? 2 into precision into recall upon precision plus recall. In 9th question, TF ITF नहीं निकालना था ना. Okay. Okay. So looking at the F1 score, we can say 2 into, सबसे पहले हमको precision calculate करना है. Precision is what? 50 upon this row, which is 50 plus 50, and this brings us to 0.5. हमारा प्रेसिजन निकल चुका है सर. नाउ हमारा रिकॉल का वैल्यू क्या आ सकता है? रिकॉल इज अगेन this 50 upon this row. तो रिकॉल का वैल्यू जो हमारा वो 1 आ रहा है. ठीक है. लेट्स क्विकली पुट इनटू द फॉर्मूला. 0.5 into 1 upon 1.5। अगर आप देखोगे इट विल बी समथिंग लाइक दिस 1/1.5। अगर आप इसको और सॉल्व करोगे इट विल बी 2/3। अगर आपने आंसर इसमें छोड़ा आई थिंक आपके हाफ मार्क कट हो सकते हैं, बट अगर आपने ऐसा लिखा है 0.67 दिस इज द राइट आंसर। अगर आपने लिखा है 0.666 दैट इज ऑल्सो राइट आंसर। अगर आपने लिखा है 0.665 दैट इज ऑल्सो अ करेक्ट आंसर। अगर आपने फ्रैक्शंस में छोड़ा है हो सकता है आपका हाफ मार्क कट होगा। नाउ दिस इज अ वेरी लॉन्ग प्रोसेस। 4 मार्क के लिए आपको सब चीजें कैलकुलेट करके दिखानी पड़ेगी। F1 स्कोर का आपका जो फॉर्मूला है वो आपको दिखाना पड़ेगा। आफ्टर दैट व्हाट यू हैव टू कैलकुलेट इज द प्रेसिजन एंड द रिकॉल। प्रेसिजन एंड रिकॉल का आपको फॉर्मूला भी लिखना पड़ेगा एंड इन द एंड यू हैव टू सब्स्टिट्यूट ऑल ऑफ देम। So with this, let's find out how many of you have received more than 24 marks. Please put it in the chat कि आप किसके score 24, 25 आ रहे हैं. And it is completely fine if you were able to score above 20. Anything above 20 in this question paper is really really good. But अगर आपको 24 के ऊपर आ रहे हैं then excellent. 1.96. So अभय is asking इसका आंसर 1.96 हो सकता है क्या? We know F1 score की जो वैल्यू है it is always less than 1 and it is always greater than 0. Hello Riddhi, welcome. Tech Facts is saying 25 on 25, CS but they're saying 20 plus. Awesome. Awesome to see all that. Riya is saying 24 marks. So looking at the question paper, it was fairly easy. हो सकता है आपने silly mistakes की हो, but that is part and parcel of your board examination. So with this part, J is saying 25 on 25. With this, I think you can continue with preparation for your rest of the board exams. We also have IT 402 and computer applications course code 165 coming up. But before all that, I would just like to ask you to please subscribe to this channel. अगर आपको इस वीडियो से थोड़ा हेल्प हुआ हो, या maybe if you are liking any of the subjects from information technology, computer applications, or maybe any technical oriented topics जैसे cryptocurrency या फिर Bitcoin, the videos will be uploaded very soon. I would please ask you to like this video so that आपके friends के पास ये answering scheme जाए. Okay. So with this, let's quickly end the session. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, just keep chilling. Bye-bye.